everybody, it's Michaela from Hooked in a Flash. If you'd like to follow me, you can find me on Facebook as Hooked in a Flash Crochet and Instagram as Hooked in a Flash, and then on Etsy, if you want to find any of my patterns, is Hooked in a Flash as well. Hi, Happy New Year's. I hope everyone had a good time. I'm a hot mess, but I'm gonna show you what presents I have left. I intended to do a video, I know I've been teasing you guys for weeks now, about a video showing what I've been making. Way over half of my stuff has been gifted out now. I was going to do a video for it, but what happened was I got really sick with some sort of lung thing, and I couldn't talk. So it's not a very good video if I can't talk. So I am so sorry. I will try to post pictures as I go of the ones that I've made and stuff like that, but most of them are gone. So I'm going to jump into that, and then at the end I will show you guys what I have brought into the house afterwards. So I have them in bags separated by just how I'm gifting them out. My first bag is hats. I made so many hats this year. Hat. It says cabling. It shows up really well when you're looking at it, but on the camera it doesn't. Oh, there, you can see a little bit. And these are cat ears. Boop. This is out of a chunky yarn. The other ones are out of worsted weight. Most of my hats are made out of partial skeins that I had that I was trying to use up. My goal was to use up most of my stash for Christmas presents this year, so I could have room to bring in more yarn. My next one, I've got a few. So okay, I'll show you the one that I'm not the happiest with, but I made a purple Kirby. Boop, a little Pichu, little tail. And then this one's not my favorite. I hope that he likes him. I feel like I'm really confident with circle shapes in crochet. I feel like I can make pretty good things with that. But when it comes to squares, I'm not the best. Ooh. I'm not so happy with it. But it's a creeper for my nephew. I really hope that he loves it, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I made it twice, and that was the better of the two. So I gave up on it because I don't feel like I was going to get any better. I made another little dinosaur. I have this pattern is up on my Etsy page. You can buy this. You can make this little guy. He's too cute. I love him. Boop. Got another gray hat. This is out of wool. I have a crocheted shawl. I made one of these a long time back. I really liked it, so I made another one for the person who's gifted. Ooh, I got a fuzzy on it. It has the braid going down the middle. It's kind of fun. It's not a super deep one, and it doesn't go. I mean, it is my wingspan, but it's not as deep. And then this one, trying to see which way is the right way, which way is the wrong way. This way. This one's on my list of ones that I want for myself. This was made out of one of the cakes. I think it's a Lion brand. This is the Raina shawl. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. And the cakes, you know, that color change, I think are perfect for these because it just looks really nice. I really like it a lot. And this one is over my wingspan a little bit. Ooh, my next one is the Polterpup from Luigi's Mansion. You can kind of see the eyes. The eyes are white on there, so it's kind of hard, but in real life, I needle felted them, so in real life you can see them a little bit better, but yeah, I think he turned out pretty cute. I've got a infinity scarf. This is out of Homespun cake. Kind of fun. The Homespun, I think it's pretty. The Homespun yarn, as a lot of you that crochet or knit may know, sucks to work with. But if you go up 2 sizes, in my experience, both crochet and knit, if you go up 2 sizes from what it recommends, it opens it up. It has a really good drape. This is 2 sizes bigger. It's not like super holey or anything like that. You know what I mean? But it opens up. It has a better drape, and it's way, way easier to work with. A lot more manageable. This is just a garter stitch because I don't know. I just wanted the texture on it. So it was fun, but a lot easier to work. Way more enjoyable to work. So. It's all over the place. Here we go. If you hear background noise, my kids are home. So I have dogs, cats, everything under the sun. So unicorn hat. Here's the rainbow. I think that turned out pretty cute. For some reason, these animal ones that I do are easier for me in crochet than they are in knit. I don't know why, it just turns out that way for me. What else do I got under here? Oh. This pattern is by Bag O' Day Crochet. I don't remember what it's called, so I'm sorry, but you'll have to look up this textured shawl. This is huge. This is way past my wingspan, and longer than my torso. I used up to, let's see here, up to here was a cake of yarn, and then the blues at the end I decided to just finish with another extra one to finish out the pattern, and I think it turned out pretty cute with that. I really love it. It took a very long time. This is crochet, has a lot of texture in it. It has front and back post, double crochets. Here's the front and back post, double crochets, and then the bobble stitch, which is very time consuming in my opinion. But it turned out beautiful. I think that it'll get good use out of it. It's one that I will not make again, just because of the time it took for me. And then my last one is another Raina shawl. This one is a bit bigger just because the yarn that I used, it's the exact same pattern as the last one, but I used, so the last one that I used is a 3-weight. Those cakes are 3-weight yarn. Hold on just a second. Let me see if I can find it. I think I have, yeah, mandala. It's mandala, or mandala, however you say it. This one is not Lion Run, Red Heart Ombre. So it's a true 4 weight. Obviously makes more. It's really nice. I like this a lot. It's soft. It's obviously thicker than the other one, and it makes a bigger shawl with the same amount of stitches. I would definitely do this one again. I think, I don't know, I keep going back and forth. I want to make this shawl for myself because I really like the openness. This is not blocked either. This is just the way it turns out. I think it turned out really, really nice without any blocking whatsoever. I know that it would open up more if I had blocked it, but I really don't feel like it needs it. It's got enough definition on there that we don't really need to go any further with it. I can't decide if I would want to make it out of a 4 weight or a 3 weight. I like the 3 weight is nice for like a spring or something like that, you know, and this one's going to be a bit heavier. I don't know. I'll figure it out one day when I get around to it. I still, my thing that I'm doing right now is after, because I'm almost done with my Christmas stuff, I am still working on it. But after I'm done with those, I am finishing my sweater that I started like last year sometime, way ago. Gengar. Boop. And then the last one that I have to show you, Flygon. Boop. I think it turned out pretty cute. It's been in a bag, so the little arm doesn't want to stay right away. So, yeah, pretty cute. These are all my patterns except for the Rena shawl. All the toys are my patterns. Just that I made up myself. I don't have any of those other ones except for the little dinosaur. That's the only one that I have a written pattern up for you guys if you'd like to make it. That's all the toys that I have to show you because I did give away quite a few. I made a little over 200 things this year. And that'll be including things that I'm almost done with. So that'll be a little over 200. I had a lot of fun with it, but next year I think, or this year will be for me and my family. I think that I will cut back on how much I've make for other people this year. So that's my New Year's goal. We'll see if it works. This is one that I'm making. I'm almost done with. I made a just crocheted a cat body that was laying down. His legs are to the side, and then I am making a I'm latch hooking the yarn onto it and then brushing it out as I go and trimming it. It's turning out pretty cute. I just have the head to do, obviously, and then that'll be all done. The head looks so weird without this because it's actually quite small without all the hair and stuff. The hair puffs it up quite a bit. But yeah, it's pretty cute. I like this technique. I'm really glad that I decided to try it on something small because it's extremely time consuming. But this is going to be hopefully a Maine Coon when I'm done with it. So we'll find out after I get the face done. So he's almost done. I'm going to be working on that. And I have a pair of fingerless gloves that I put a cable through. These are out of acrylic because the person that they're going to is allergic to wool. So there's my finger hole. Here's the other one. She has really small hands, so I had to measure my daughter's hands to go with it, and it's the same size. So that's Christmas presents. I hope that you guys like that. Next part is, what else have I been doing? We went to Michael's to pick up some supplies that I needed. And when we got there, the kids saw pom-pom makers. So I had a 50% off coupon. I bought them. It was like $3.50 for a 2-pack. I I think it's Clover brand, and it's the blue and green colored ones. We've been making pom-poms. We've been making so many cute things. Look at this. Oh, it's a hedgehog. In case you don't know. I think he's so cute. We've been finding on Pinterest. We've been going on Pinterest and finding little toys to make and how to do them and stuff like that. The kids, I'm so excited I bought it. It's worth double that for me because I'm into crafts. And my kids are, if they show interest in a craft, I'm all over it. I'll buy all the materials they need. So they have made tons and tons and tons. It's paid for itself 10 times over already. They've just made pom-poms. They like making them to throw as bombs at each other, which is great because it's soft. It's not going to hurt anything. Obviously, we've been making little toys. My daughter made a bunny. They've all made little hedgehogs. It's been a lot of fun. So I'm glad that I bought those. My next thing is when I was at Michael's, in the back, in the clearance area, they had this. I have no idea what it is. I think that it's loops and thread. It's a bit chunky, but it was just like this for $2.50. It says normally it was $9.99. I mean, it's not even that tangled. It's just wrapped up, you know, on the side. Totally fine with that. I picked it up for $2.50. My next one that was also there, this is, I don't know what that one is, but this one is for sure Shawl and a Ball, and I think it's the rainbow, it's called like soft rainbow or something rainbow. Both of these were, they're just beautiful. I love them so much. Sorry. Both of these were jumbled together in a big nest for $2.50. And I almost didn't pick it up because they were quite messy. But I did it anyways. I'm glad I did because once I started pulling it apart, they just like fell apart. There was hardly any knots. And I was able to skein them up, untangle them, and not skein, but cake them up in like half hour. It was totally worth it. Yeah. So I've never used this before, but it's a very thin yarn. When I look at it though, it says to use a size 10, like it's a bulky weight, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. My intentions are to hopefully make I want to make a really light, open, not open stitch. I'm going to use stockinette, but I want to use big enough needle size that it's open and almost see-through sweater. So I have a really lightweight sweater to go over my tank tops. And it'll be fun and bright. We'll see how it works once I start working with it. I don't know if I'll end up doing that or turning it into a shawl. I don't know, but that's my idea anyways. The other things I brought in was, first, I know I talked to you guys about hot yarns. I found them randomly. I ordered this skein of sock yarn just to test out the site and see how it works. Wonderful. I ordered it around Christmas time. I can't remember exactly what day. It came 4 days later. This is called Party. It's Lana Grossa. I'm probably ruining that. The number is 41130 and it says Party on top. I'm not sure if that's the color name or not. Partie. Lana Grossa for 50 grams. And this is made in Italy. You can wash and dry. It's 70% wool, 25% polyamide, and 5% cashmere. It's very soft. I don't think I'll be using this for socks. I think I'll make a cowl with it or something like that. More towards my face because it's really, really nice. I have to find a really good pattern for it or think of something, at least some ideas for it. If you guys have any ideas, that take a small amount of yarn, let me know. It's really, really soft though. It says it's non-felting, machine washable, hard wearing. I definitely feel like it could be socks, and I might make socks. I don't know, but it was cheap. And I could buy more of this, I guess, if I wanted. I might make socks with it. I'm getting off track. Hotyarns.com. They have sock yarn. They have other types of yarn. They sent a handwritten message saying thank you for your purchase. This shipped out of Pennsylvania. It came within 4 days after I bought it, and that was during Christmas time. So I got it before my Yarnspirations order that I ordered before that, which was amazing. The site's easy to use. I didn't have any problems, so I didn't contact anybody, but it was great. I'll definitely order there again. Yeah. Oh, and shipping in the U.S. is a flat $2.99, which is crazy. That's really good. So you guys should check it out. It's a really good site. Like I said, I only ordered this one, but I got what I needed. Came without problems. Came super fast. So, and the last thing that I got was Christmas. I got Amazon gift cards for Christmas as a present, and I picked up the second set of knitting needles. These are my 5 inches. I picked up my 4 inches. The 7s are gone because I'm using them to make a hat right now. Excuse me. I have another case. This came in, but I didn't want 2 different cases with it. And these have the bottom ones in here, so I just went ahead and put these in. It's easy to tell what size you're in anyways. This one here is a large pocket like this side. I put my scissors in here. So what I did was I just took a quick running stitch and stitched that up so that I have 2 pockets here instead of 1. I can stick an extra in there if I needed to, but I have all my stitches. So I still need my large sizes, but hopefully I'll be getting those with taxes. The bonus with these was the 4-inch was only supposed to come with 2 8-inch cables with it. And it did come with my 2 4-inch cables, but it also came with a 14-inch and a 22-inch, I think it was. 2, like, wasn't even supposed to be in the package. I was so excited. So, I keep all my, my cables, ta-da, in this. It is a, I purchased this from a guy who makes them, at a, not a flea market, but it was kind of like a flea market. It was just a setup shop. This is a, I don't know if I can get the thing off of it. It's a World of Warcraft thing on here. He actually uses CD gift tins and puts the pictures on them, and they're for your cables for interchangeable needles. And it fits in here perfect. Boop. So I can just set it in. I'll still have plenty of room, obviously, for my other set. The ChiaoGoo needles are by far the best needles that I've ever tried, bar none. They are so good. The cables are fantastic. The tips are nice and sharp. The only reason why you wouldn't like this is if you prefer a blunter tip, like the boys' tips are more blunt. If you prefer those, these are probably not the ones for you. Or if you just really are into bamboo needles. But ChiaoGoo does also make bamboo needles, so that might be something you would look into. The cables are amazing. I have no problems with, I've never had a problem with them falling apart as long as you use the T-pin to tighten it. And I've had some pretty heavy projects on my needles. They've never came apart. They've never had any issues with them. I've never read anybody having issues with them or anything like that. So definitely absolutely worth it. They come with these end stoppers. I've got 4 of these. 2 was in my first one. This is my second one. They come with, sorry, I have my stitch markers in here. They come with, if I can pick it up, there it is. A little cable extender. So if you have 2 cords and you need a super long one for a blanket, you just use this, and you can hook your 2 22-inch cords to make a 44-inch thing, and that'll make your blanket obviously much longer. This is the T-pin that it comes with to tighten your stitches, or your cables, sorry, to your needles. Super easy. You just tighten it down, hand tighten it as far as you can, and then use that to give it one more good, you know, tighten. And then it comes with these plastic ones. Here's the larger ones, and my fingers don't want to work. There you go. The smaller ones. Yes, I love it so much. I have been using, I got this actually a couple Christmases ago. I got a tin of mints. That is Legend of Zelda, which you guys might know I'm a little obsessed with. And I put a piece of magnet that had sticky on the backside for my needles so that they can stay up top, and then I have all of my other stuff inside, and it is flat enough that it slides right in to my pouch without making it big and bulky. With the set also comes with this gauge, so you can tell what you got. It doesn't work with crochet hooks, just with needles, to my knowledge, as much as I can do. And then I also have one of these, you know, to measure. It's nice and flat. I would like a different image on here, but that's just me, because I like things themed and nerdy. I might try and find something and Mod Podge it on there one day. We'll see. But I absolutely love my ChiaoGoos. If you guys want to try them, they have the fixed ones that you can get. Just get one. Trust me. If you try it out, you'll love it. You're going to love it. That, my friends, is it. You might not. Here, let me see if I can pick you up a minute. Look, it's so depleted. It was so full. I've been using it a lot. Plus, the kids have been using it for pom-poms. So I need to rewind a lot of them. Like this is, you know, deflated now. So I'm going to rewind it. We got a little pile over here. I need to do all that. The only thing that I'm working on right now, I was going to bring it in, but it's kind of in a pile and I didn't want to mess with it, is since I have my new 4-inch needles, I wanted to make a hat with the ChiaoGoos because I've always had Hiya Sharps. As far as the needle, I feel like they're comparable. They're the same, you know, I like the sharper needles. The Hiya Sharps are sharp. They're nice. I have no qualms with that. I do have a problem with where it attaches to the needle, has a little bump on it, and that gets caught quite a bit for me, especially since I'm a really fast knitter. Excuse me. Especially when going in the round and I'm not doing anything crazy with this, just stock knit, I can go pretty fast. And that little catch throws me off quite a bit. So I'm really happy that I was able to get these ones. One thing that you guys might want to know about is if you have been using fixed cables. Let me see if I can set this up for you really quick. If you've been using fixed cables before, you have a 4-inch needle on there, and then you have an 8-inch cord. Here's my 8-inch cord. But the problem is this. This is where it hooks to my needle. My needle, let's grab an 8 here, is 4 inches. Okay, but when you put it on here, it gives it, it's just a little bit longer. Do you see? I haven't tightened it down, so I'm just showing you. So it gives that that's a little bit longer of a needle for you and a little bit shorter of a cord, because the 8 inches that they count is this as well. So it can make it, do you see, just a little bit harder, whereas the other one will have just a little bit more. It's not harder, I shouldn't say harder, but it's something that you'll need to get used to for it, just because it's different. And I feel like that's going to be the issue with any interchangeable needle, because they're going to have that little metal spot to hook onto your needle. I don't think that that's just ChiaoGoo. I think that that's going to be across the board with anything. But I am working on a hat. I'm doing some color work because I got one of those tension rings that has the 2 little clasp on it. I was going to show you again, but it's in the middle of the hat that I'm making. And it's just, I didn't want to pull it out. But that definitely seems like it'll save some time if anyone looks at those. They're called tensioner rings. I have a metal one. It has 2 little spots on it that you can put your yarn through, and your yarn's just right there. You have 2 colors. If you're working, you know, 2 color work, you don't have to drop one and grab the other. It's just right there and you can go on about it. I've only done 1 row with it, so you know, I haven't done a whole hat, but I can definitely give you a review next week. I'm sure I'll be done by then if you'd like that. But I can definitely tell where that's going to save me a lot of time, because I just have it right there. My yarn's not getting twisted like it would be on another one. The only issue that I can foresee happening is if you have a lot of spaces to go through, I got to figure out how to wrap it, you know, to tack that in your other yarn that you're carrying over a large space. Right now I'm only 3 stitches in between, so I don't need to worry about that. Excuse me. But at the top, there are some spaces that should be about, I think, 6, which is, it could or could not be wrapped. It just depends on how I'm feeling, but I definitely will try and practice wrapping with that, so that I get it down. But the tensioner ring definitely feels like a time saver for me. Another thing is, if you have issues with your wrists or your joints in your fingers, and your continental knitter, which is you have your string in your left hand, and it kind of hurts you to do this motion all the time to wrap it, I can see where that would help a lot, because it's just right there. You come in and you can just grab it. I know that you're running your string over on another one like just normally, but it holds it in a way that, and so your string is a little bit firmer right here, and you can just grab it without really moving your fingers so much. So if you have hand problems or anything, your finger feels like it's getting a little tired, that might be something that you can switch to. Just try it out. So that's all I have. If you guys have any questions for me, comments, concerns, I have concerns, sure. Let me know down below, or you can message me on Facebook or Instagram. I hope you guys all have a super awesome, wonderful new year, and it's going to be a good one. I know it is. I can feel it in my bones. Bye, guys.